Hello and welcome to another AGK tutorial. This one's more of a snippet than a tutorial really. It's just showing you how you can do a little simple orbit bit of code using 3D objects. Basically, when you load up a 3D object, the offset is automatically in the center of the object, and you can't really alter that. There's no commands to alter that. You could create an object in a 3D package such as 3ds Max or Blender, that sort of thing, and alter the offset there and then load it in. That would work fine. That's one way of doing it, and it's the way most people do it, to be honest. But because you can't do it in this, I've just done this little program to show you that you can actually sort of fake it by doing a little jiggery pokery. So I run that and you can see we've got a planet in the middle and a moon going round it. Rather large moon, but you know, I didn't want to make it tiny. And that's not using any maths as such. It's just simply being positioned and rotated. So I'll show you how to do it. Obviously I make the object there, I'm setting the camera position so it can actually look at it from above, because I'm making it 200 on the y-axis, so that's putting it higher than the 0, 0, and then it looks down straight at point 0, 0, 0 with a roll of 0. It doesn't really matter with the roll, I don't think there. Then I'm making just a planet, and that automatically plonks it down at 0, 0, 0. I should have turned that off, but there we go. And then here I'm setting a rotate value to equal 1. I'm using a hash because then you can alter it to whatever speed you want, because a hash automatically makes a variable a float, so you don't have to define it as a float. And then in the main loop I'm positioning the moon at 0, 0, 0, which is the center. Then I'm rotating it through its y-axis, which will make it spin, and then I'm moving it along its x-axis 60. That's the 60 pixels. You can alter that obviously, and that's basically the width of the orbit. So if I alter that slightly and run it again, it'll be a bit further away. So it's basically going from here, moving, it's rotating to the position it wants, and then it moves across 80 pixels, and then when it restarts here in the loop, it repositions it at 0, rotates it again, moves it out, and that gives this little rotation. I mean, you can see it's hard to tell with it being a sphere, so if I just change that to a box, just make it a little bit closer in, I'll make it 50, and there you can see it definitely is rotating as if that was the central point, and it's rotating around it. So that's sort of one way you can get around the problem of having offsets, and it's also one way to make a little orbit around a sprite. I mean, obviously you could use that as a player sprite. That could be sort of, you know, in a shoot 'em up. This could be a pod that spins around, and obviously as you move this around, you just change the way it's rotating to the position it's moving to. That's a useful little bit of code, and I thought you may like that. I've seen a question in the forums about how to do this sort of thing, and I thought, oh well, I'll just quickly knock something up. It's going to be pretty easy and pretty useful for most people, I should imagine. So until next time, I'll catch you later.